All right, welcome back in. It's a GodfatherLocks.com audio report for Friday, February 27th, as we look back and look forward at what's happening on the website at GodfatherLocks.com. And first off, I'd like to make a statement here as far as a report. And if you're listening in, you know me very well and you follow the website. And if you're a first-time listener, you'd really appreciate this. Look, this is gambling, okay? So when I say gambling, that's what it is. It's gambling. It is gambling. It's not a guarantee. It's not a $1 million jackpot. It's not the Powerball. It is gambling. Sports gambling. You risk, you make an investment, you take a shot, you trust me to put your the bets in the right spot, and we make money, and we could also lose money. You can go up, you can go down. All right? That's what this is. If I was perfect, if I wasn't human, if I was just somebody coming on here to tell you that I'm God, I'd be lying to you, okay? But in this system, and what I do at GodfatherLocks.com works, okay? It works. And for all you people out there on Twitter, and for all you emailers that email me after one bad night, one bad week, okay? I'm not hiding from it. I'm telling you right now, I am not perfect. If you're coming to this website thinking I am perfect, leave. I'm not perfect. But what I am is I follow these things every single day. I am involved in the lines. I read about this stuff. I watch every damn game you could possibly think of. I can tell you players on rosters of Colorado State all the way across to Massachusetts. Okay? I can tell you who's playing tonight. I can tell you who's playing tomorrow. I can read lines. I can tell you who's in, who's out. I can read the numbers. I can tell you what back-to-back team is going to cash in tonight, what team isn't, based on what I know. Okay? And I can run a system where if the week loses, if the 3-day plan loses, if a daily plan loses, I give you the next plan free to tell you that the system works. Let me just go through some numbers because some people are questioning these numbers, whether by email or on Twitter. Yesterday, plus 6-star units to bounces back. It was a rough week. It was a rough week, but that's all it was. Let's look back to the 3 weeks before that. We had 22 out of 24 winning days up until this rough stretch. And to today, we have 23 out of 31 winning days. And in those 31 days, I have netted a $100 better, $9,400 based on the system. You cut that in half. If you can't afford that, you're still making over $4,000. All right. So that's what we do. $4,600, I believe. $47, I'm sorry. $4,700 off of a $50 bet per unit in the last 31 days. That's a month, a little bit over a month, 1 day over a month work at GodfatherLocks.com. So look, I'm not trying to tell you I'm the best, and I'm not trying to sell you guys on something that isn't true. What I am selling you on is somebody who's locked in to all these sports. And right now, I feel like I'm locked in. Whether a couple days go by and we struggle, last Saturday was tough, and Tuesday was tough. 2 days of note that were really bad. That's it. Taking shots where shots are needed. In those 3 weeks, I've had tons of listeners, tons of followers, tons of customers who have emailed me or have tweeted at me thanking me for the money I made them. And I will continue to do that. So, moving on. College basketball right now, a 36-24 5-star run. In the last 31 days in just college basketball, plus 58-star units in that stretch. In the NBA, we're starting to heat up the last few days. 4-2 overall, but more importantly, 3 straight 5-star wins, including the Cavaliers last night, where LeBron made sure he reminded everybody that he is still the king of the league. And in the last 19 days in the NBA, plus 30-star units. So you could take all that stretch of roughness and losing money for my bettors and all that stuff and throw it out the window because we're still making money in the long run. Now, for those who just jumped on midweek last week and experienced the 2 tough days in Saturday and Tuesday, understand that that will come back. That's why that loyalty program that has been here from the start is still there. When I lose, you get the next plan. If we lose back-to-back plans, okay, normally I don't. But now, if you're listening out there and you're a 3-day member who bought this week for the last 6 days and realized that I only won 2 out of those 4 days, okay, you're getting another 3 days free. I'm an honest person. I'm trying to make people money. That's my goal. Because in long term, like I told you, we make money. Let's look a little further in long-term money. 184 days plus 108-star units. That's over $10,000 if you follow the system, okay? The last 217 days, $12,000 per $100 bet. Everything, look, we log everything. We look at everything, okay? No reason to skew the numbers because if you're a loyal follower, and I have about 85 weekly members locked in right now, okay? So you 85 guys know what's going on. And like I said, I am not God. I am not perfect. This is gambling. So if you have a bad week, we come right back. The last 3 weeks previous, we killed it. We crushed the bookie. We made over 150 star units in about a 2-week stretch. We're on fire. Now, just because, and I always tell you this every Friday, don't get too high, don't get too low. Right now, it was a little rocky. We're already steering the ship back in positivity. We're already looking ahead. We just turned it around yesterday. Wednesday was a great day until Cal, a -1 favorite. It was a 10-star pick. I'm not gonna ignore it. They failed to cover the number. They didn't show up. Actually, Oregon just shot lights out. I'm not hiding from it. They did. They shot lights out. That was a loss. But we're back this weekend. We're back tonight. Let's get right into it in the NBA. Enough of that stuff. And the bottom line is, if you follow us, you follow the system that's constructed. I understand with this, there's going to come hate and there's going to come, a pat on the back. I'm not looking for either, and I'm not running away from the hate. But what I am telling you is that the system works. It has been proven to work. It has. We've made thousands and thousands of dollars in the last 4 years of the existence of this website, and I will continue to do that. The NBA tonight, a couple big games on the card, including the 10:30 tip between Oklahoma City and Portland. We had actually two games of the last couple of days in the NBA involve those teams. We had Portland over the Spurs in a 5-star on Wednesday, and then we had the Suns last night over the Thunder that took overtime. So let's see how fresh the Thunder are tonight. That's the headliner. Another big game, Clippers-Memphis, two teams I follow very, very tightly. Memphis coming off that weird loss to Sacramento, but in the NBA it is every night, so a good team will slip up here and there. They're -5 against the Clip, and then at 7:30, the Warriors off that back-to-back, off that loss to Cleveland, which we had Cleveland last night, and LeBron scoring those 42 points and getting a win. They're a 1-point favorite now, as the line opened up as a 1-point favorite in Toronto's side, but now it's back to Golden State being -1. Those are some three marquee games, and also Kyrie Irving is now listed as doubtful tonight, so if you're looking at the Cleveland-Indiana line, you're seeing a 6-point line being dropped to 4.5 as they travel to Indiana, and I believe the last time they went to Indiana, the Pacers pulled off a close upset actually over Cleveland a couple weeks back. So looking at college basketball tomorrow, okay? Now, last Saturday was a bad day, to go back to that. But the previous 3 Saturdays, we killed it. So you give me 75% in the weekends of February that we killed it in basketball, in college basketball, as if there's games all day. I will take that any weekend of the year. So it will continue tomorrow. And there are some juicy matchups. And I'll tell you what, guys. I'll follow these numbers like I always do. The system will not change. But just to go over some of these games tomorrow, Texas, Kansas, North Carolina, Miami, Syracuse, Duke, Villanova, Xavier, Wichita State, Northern Iowa. Those are just a few right there. Arizona, Utah is the headliner at 9 o'clock. Some big games. The conferences that I follow, Arkansas, Kentucky is another one. Is a team that won 28 in a row in Kentucky, takes on Arkansas, who hurt us the other night in a backdoor meaningless 3 on Tuesday night, as Texas A&M got a meaningless cover, but that's for another day and another discussion. West Virginia, Baylor is a 4 o'clock start tomorrow. Iowa State, Kansas State should be interesting with Iowa State coming off that loss at home to Baylor. They tip off tomorrow. Iowa, Penn State, Big Ten, where we're locked into right now. We have a lot of games in the mediocre conferences like the A-10 with George Washington and Davidson. No disrespect to the A-10. I've taken a lot of teams in that conference. They tip off tomorrow. So a bunch of games where we can get into. Obviously, the Mountain West is tipping off with a rematch between Boise State and San Diego State. San Diego State, a team that I like. Boise is also a team that I like, so I might be dialed into that. So we'll be all over it tomorrow. We're not going to skip a beat, like I said, and we'll be all over the card. And, of course, the NBA continues all weekend. That being said, about the weekend, normally I come on Fridays, and I tell you I have a $75 3-day plan for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's the special. Well, just because it's been a tough week, and just because I am confident that it will be back, I know it'll come back, because it always does, right? We always make money in the long run. We've made money the last month. Whether the four of the last 6 days have been on the losing end, big deal. 2 bad days is really going to define what I do on my website. No, thank you. I'm focused. I'm ready. So today, 3-day plan, $50. That's it. 50% off, $99 3-day. Drop it down to $50. Now, I'll give you tonight's NBA. This is only available on Friday, by the way. So I had some people last weekend email me, say, I bought on Saturday. Do I get a plan? No, look, it's Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're listening to this report today, $50 3-day plan. If I fail to show you a unit gain according to the system, you get a free week, Monday to next Sunday. That's simple. Also, a $100 weekly plan, which is also 50% off the price, and a $25 daily plan for NBA Friday. Like I said, this is gambling, and we will be back strong. We will continue the streak because, again, A couple bad days doesn't define what I do. It's godfatherlocks.com. Good luck.